Well, over the weekend, Saturday, we were called by the police department to do an Aliyah tow up on Saddle Road for a vehicle that was illegal, and we towed it back to our base yard. Yesterday afternoon, I got a phone call from a person claiming to be the owner of the vehicle, wanting to know my driver's first and last name that towed it, and I asked him for what reason, and he said that my driver now took possession of his stolen vehicle and he wanted to know who he was, blah, blah, blah. And the more I started talking to this guy, the more I realized he was really out there in left field, and we weren't getting nowhere with it. And never once did he ask, how does he get his car back, or what does he owe? And finally I said, don't you want your car back? He's like, yeah, how do I come get it? I said, pay your bill and you can come get it back. He says, I'm not paying nothing. And he says, have you looked at my car yet? And I said, no, I haven't. He says, you really need to go look at it. And I said, why? He says, you need to go look at it, and hung up on me. And so I went out there this morning to go look at it, and he had all these papers posted to his windows about not for hire private property, and something about the tax, the laws, and how he's exempt from everything. And he had these no trespassing signs where his license plate should go. And as I'm looking at his front license plate where it should have been, I noticed a long cylindrical PVC tube bolted underneath his front bumper with straps. It was about 5 inches round, about 2.5 feet long, that had two electrical connections to it, a positive and a negative. And that's when I realized that wasn't normal, and it looked like a giant pipe bomb. And so I went back into the office, called the police. The police came up, they looked at it. We managed to open the hood to the car and realized that it was wired on a toggle switch and a relay. And the way you would arm it is flick on the toggle switch, and the first person to start it, because it was wired to the starter relay, as soon as that starter relay got voltage to it, it would ignite the component that's up front, which appears to be a bomb. At that point, they asked us to vacate the property. They vacated some of the adjoining property next door on Waimea Street. My neighbors basically shut us down while they're waiting for the specialists from Honolulu to fly over here to remove it or disarm it or whatever they got to do to it. And that's where we stand right now. We're locked out and unable to do business, and not sure when they're going to be able to take care of this, but I guess they're waiting for the specialists right now.